It's great to see you, man.
It's
It's
great to
like
see
I
you
said, it's
too.
been far too long.
Yeah, it has.
You've switched record labels and
Yeah.
have your first hit running up the charts.
Thank you. Yeah, we're almost top 20 with Me and a Beer. I'm grateful for that. I went back to my original Warner home where I had, nice string of success. I wanted to do that because I just really, quite frankly, from the minute I left, if I'm being honest, we missed working with Chris Lacey. We just love her so much. And she was my head of A&R then, just artist relations and stuff, helped me make records. But now she's the president, ironically. But we've always stayed good friends, and it was a time where I could make a transition if I wanted to. And so I opened up an imprint called Harpeth 60 Records, and we partnered it with Warner. I guess now it's Warner Records now. And so we partnered it back with Warner. Chris at the helm with me. Really amazing partnership. Just make the records I want to make, cut them at my studio where we cut the Alabama duet. And we've got a song flying to the chart, and it actually is flying. Like, it's doing really good, so I'm grateful for that. Me and Kelly are just running this thing. It's fun.
Tell me about the song specifically.
Well, it's a blue-collar anthem for blue-collar working-class folks, man, who want to have a cold beer at the end of the day. I mean, there's points in the song like, I don't want to get under my truck all Saturday long with the summer turned up, cranking the bolt till the oil's pouring in the pan, but me and a beer can. So the people I hang out with, besides my wife, the people who are just kind of around in my life are blue-collar dudes, okay? They're either building houses, doing excavator work, concrete work, working on my truck, changing the, just doing things like that. And I love people like that because that's real. Those are the real people in America, and a lot of veteran friends, like things like that. And so, people who like to hunt and fish. And I wrote that song for those kind of people. I wanted to write something between Good Vibes and Fix a Drink, right in the middle of the two, because those were two of my biggest hits and two songs that people still recurrently request. And so I got with Ashley Gorley, who I wrote those two songs with, and I said, we got to do this. And that's what we did. And people just love it. They gravitate towards something that sounds like a hit naturally. And you know me, like I can write art songs all week long. That's fine, but it kind of bores me. So I don't want to do that. I want to write songs that make me happy, and that song made me happy, and just kind of knew it when I knew it.
Speaking of things that I'm sure make you happy, I had to smile when I saw that you had a feature with Jamie Janson.
Yeah, thank you.
Because you've been spreading the Jamie Janson gospel for a long time.
Yes, I have. I was spreading it about the Opry before he became a member, as you well know. And thank you for remembering that. So I called Jamie. We've been talking about doing a song together for a long time, as you also know. And Hardest Hunting Season is my favorite song on the Wild Horses new album, just so you know. It's my favorite one. And it's a true story. I lost a hunting buddy of mine in Florida, and I wrote a song about it, Hardest Hunting Season. And then I invited him to be on the song with me, which he said absolutely. And it was really that simple. And so then after that, we cut the song, and he sounds great on it, just very, very ominous and almost dark, but really I don't know. I just love Jamie.
Wild Horses, what a great title and kind of metaphor for you. Perfect. Personally.
I appreciate that, man. Well, I wrote it with Kelly, and so metaphorically speaking, it is a perfect description of both of us, I think you would agree. And so we're both untamed, man. We're both wild horses. We look at each other that way anyway. We wrote that with our 83-year-old late friend, Pat Bunch, who wrote Wild One and so many hits, just an awesome. She used to call herself, I'm an old lady. She called me that. I'm like, all right, you're an awesome old lady. So she was so awesome, man, just an incredible songwriter and lyricist. And she gave us the idea. She was like, you guys are wild horses, and called us one day and gave us that whole chorus. And I fell out on the floor. I was like, that's amazing. So we wrote it over the phone, driving in the car. I got home and I put a melody to it. And then, we wrote that song, though, 4 years ago. And then we dug it back up. Always been on our brain. And the last record deal I was in, someone at the label told me, I don't really hear that. Is that really direction you want to go? And I was thinking, like, this is so offensive. I love the song, And so I just kept my cool, whatever. I knew there may be a time, hopefully in the future. Then I got the new deal set up with Warner. I make my own decisions. First thing I wanted to do, first song I cut for this record was Wild Horses, and it was definitely the title track from the beginning. And someone said a while back, is there a bit of defiance in that? And I said, absolutely there's a bit of defiance in that. Like, if you are a real person, you ought to be able to stand up for the real stuff in your heart. And this music business is all fake, just so you know. You know this. It's fake. It's all a facade and a fugazi. And it's ran by people who don't play music, don't write music, don't know music, don't think about music, and they quite frankly don't like country music. And so I was saying, I'm going to do this song for those kind of people, and that's exactly what Wild Horse is all about. Not to mention, we are wild as a buck, and we live that lifestyle just like you mentioned. So I say all that to say thank you.
Truth. I love it.
It's true.
As we approach the holidays, I realized, what do you have, 4 or 5 Christmas songs out? So
probably need to do a record.
Yeah, that's what is that it? So is that on your radar?
It is, and it probably won't be this year because it's a little late in the game, and I just quite frankly haven't thought about it. But for next year, we were just talking about this the other day. I think I may do a Christmas compilation. Maybe record a few during the year. That way we can add, maybe at least 8, maybe, right? And make it a thing and do an EP or an LP or whatever you want to do, and just do it.
What's your highlight of 2025 so far when you look back?
Well, it was a big deal. It was late 24, but really 25, doing the thing with Alabama, as me and you talked. I mean, that was a big deal. We both love Alabama. And but 2025, my biggest highlight is, I'm setting up this new deal. Musically speaking, setting up this new deal and having a hit single that's working. I'm thankful for that. But I have to go back to my original highlights that I would answer this question every single year and hopefully 2 years to come. My wife is healthy. My kids are healthy. My life is good. And I really want for nothing and need for nothing, and that's all you could ever ask for in any job, and I'm so grateful for that.
When you look ahead to 2026, what's the thing that you're like, ooh, that'll be fun?
Well, I think that getting back on the road, we've had a little time off in November. I made the time off to take off to hunt and do things like that. But I'm looking forward to getting back on the road. The touring should be going good. We're just continuing the Wild Horses tour. And then I have some really cool dates that are already kind of slated in the books, which will be nice. And then I'm going to make some new music probably towards the top of the year to release, just to kind of freshen things up a little bit. I don't know if there'll be any radio singles, but just some new fresh music. And then on top of that, we're building a new house right now. So in 4 or 5 months, we should be in our new house. And we're selling the big house on the hill with the 4 plank around it from the song Done. We're selling that. It goes on the market today. And we're building a new house, and we'll be in the new house. So that's the most thing I'm the most excited about in 26.
Wow, I almost can't imagine you in a different house, but
thank you.
I bet you won't miss that hill.
It's a special place. The hill is great if you like that kind of thing. We just want something different, and Kelly has always wanted flat land since we've been married, and I'm like, cool, I found flat land right next to the farm that I already own. Bought it.
Well, congrats.
Thanks.
I'm ready to come out and inspect it.
We would love to have you. No, I'm serious. We would love to have you this coming spring. The foundation's already in. We start framing next week. Everything's going great.
Well, that's amazing.
Thanks.
Congrats.
Thank you.
It's always good to see you.
My pleasure to see you too, man. Thank you.
It's been too long.
Yeah.